Gosh, I still love that intro, like making the train all pink and whatnot. Right now, though, I'm going to be hopping into Star Rail to do the new currency wars, as well as some other stuff, as all the other events that they have here. Another just random tidbits that are lying around. For one thing, like these little bubbles here. What is this? Some system hours ago, aboard the Astral Specs in person.
You mean you just waved
Boot Hill and Rappa
around in deep space and found our pal and Don Hung? That little thing's really that impressive, ninja girl.
Good of you two to finally show up after all this time. You're completely absent during the whole Amphorous ending.
Blessed by the Great One. It senses the ultra-low frequency electric waves
Ah,
of the human body.
you're now one of us. Congratulations on completing the Elysian Realm. Congratulations.
That's a whole lot of pretty wubba-boo. But since we found him,
Honestly, the Elysia boss fight was one of the only boss fights in Honkai Impact that I never actually beat on hard mode. I was too emotionally distraught to be a good fighter, so I just put it on the normal difficulty too. After all, I was still sort of exhausted from the False God Auto boss fight. That one was very
Lord
tough.
Cowboy Ninja, you have turned on me for no reason. Don't tell me the traitorous monkey ninja bewitched you. Are you walking the path of heretics now?
Enough.
But yeah, it was a fantastic little finale they had, just going on the whole little slow walk through the... Oh, well, hello.
This is why I hate putting over-the-top characters into the script.
Long time no see, Sparkle.
You and this mysterious ninja girl. Both of you are impossible to play. Director Sparkle doesn't care for mad men.
Yep, it's your girl, Curry. It's your girl, finally.
The chatter. What's your real reason for being here?
Come on. What bad intentions
I'm
could
so
a
used to seeing her
masterful
alternate outfit in Honkai Impact that I forget what her
Just
regular
give
outfit
one
looks like.
show. Shuffle a few cards. My two prized actors were drifting through space for ages, and you all couldn't find them. What choice did I have but to come myself? Otherwise, who's going to share the stage with me?
What are you even talking about? I haven't even been listening at all, really.
You don't even care about the Iron Tomb disaster threatening the whole universe.
Oh, talking about that.
Seems the fool's wisdom isn't all that deep.
You calling
Ranger,
Sparkle not caring, but you
don't
never even
think
showed up there,
waving
Boot
some
Hill,
righteous
so
flag
do
gives
you care?
the right to throw sidelong jabs. And don't act like you've got no motives of your own. You're hoping this war involving the gods might be the key to freeing that broken-legged wolf.
Well, this is more like a side. I'm not doing the main story round. It's just a little side event thing that I don't think it's really.
Just me.
Well, I guess maybe I might spoil a little bit. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, if you want to make sure to avoid
Relax.
spoilers, then yeah.
I'm not
Have a good one,
interested in
Curry. Thanks for
disturbing
hopping in.
that living legend. I just couldn't resist messing with you when I saw you come back empty-handed.
You little... Fine. Since you saved our
Oh man,
pal
think
and
about it.
Don
You're going straight from like Everlasting
Get
Elysium
outta
to the
here.
playing in Amphorous. Is that what you're about to do
But-
here?
Remember what you said. Leave the boss alone. Or else.
You don't have to worry at all. In Director Sparkle's next script, gray hair gets the spotlight.
Well, that was neat. The moon waxes beneath blooming sakura. Hello, Argenti. Another bubble
Let's
here.
skip the formalities
Jade.
about how the Express crew led the formation of the Cosmic Alliance and saved civilization from the destruction. Thanks to the Express crew's support,
I finally got your girlfriend,
our
Jade, so be
operations
happy about
stayed
that.
on course, even under the relentless pressure from the Marketing Development Department. Miss Himiko, the Strategic Investment Department extends its deepest thanks.
Your department's contributions during the crisis did not go unnoticed. But besides disaster relief and holding the line, you've had your hands full with something else too, haven't you?
Indeed. The Cosmic Alliance's victory this time has revealed something truly precious.
I wonder when we're gonna meet more of the Stonehearts. We got that one little trailer teaser video ages ago when they were like voting on the fate of Pencony, but
Our department is summarizing
haven't seen anything
key
from them
lessons
since
this
then.
Campaign. If another crisis of this scale appears on the horizon, we intend to have a system ready to respond.
assistant to
If the
detect a
IPC
god being
can
born.
take the lead in establishing a true front line against the destruction, it will bring hope to every civilization.
Of course. That still hinges on continued support from the Astral Express. Once the Iron Tomb matter is settled, we will be in touch again, Miss Himiko.
Alright. I've got one over here. Hello again, Jade. I'll talk to you in a minute.
General Jing Yuan, it's been too long. Did Miss Fuxuan return safely?
Well, she almost had a near-death experience this time.
The Omniscia foresaw Iron Tomb's obliterating strike. It also told me there was no avoiding it, no surviving it.
Yet in that exact moment, the Seer strategist sent a message. The empty fortune has cracked open, and fate...
General, I
can
implore
now
you
be
to not use the
decided.
propagation to fight the
Then we lost
abundance.
contact.
I saw that trailer with the
Alas,
Stellar
I was so
Hunters.
cryptic.
Please don't do that.
Your brilliant senior soarer never says anything plainly. Left me pacing all night.
Stop lying, General.
No need to be upset, Master Diviner. Cryptic talk comes with the territory of being a general.
The soldiers of the Xianzhou stood firm in this battle amidst overwhelming odds. Their courage and sacrifice deserve recognition. And it just so happens that the golden blood of ruin the Alliance needs is in the Nameless's hands. It was taken by the hero Kazlana of Amphorous at the cost
Kazlana.
of his life, directly from Nanook themselves. Though Kazlana is no longer part of this world, that kid can still reach a fragment of his memory. Perhaps Kazlana
Oh, I
would be
miss
willing
them
to
so
entrust
much.
the golden blood to an ally who went to great lengths for Amphorous.
In that case, very well. On behalf of the Xianzhou Alliance
I wonder when they're gonna go back to the
I offer
Xianzhou
our
for all this
deepest respect to
propagation
the
stuff they
world
got
of
lurking in the
Amphorous.
background.
and her brave, noble heroes. To strike an eon as a mortal, even for but a fleeting instant. This deed alone deserves to be etched into the stars and remembered forever.
You're goddamn right. He was a good, great man. Another one here. Who's this gonna be?
Boothill,
Boot Hill.
it's a relief to see you alive and well after all that bloodshed.
Born tough. Though, I ought to apologize to you, Miss Himiko, for missing the Express's signal earlier.
And if I weren't so stubborn and only pulling for the women I
soldiers of
like, I would
both the
absolutely pull for Boot
IPC
Hill.
and the
He's a cool
Xianzhou
guy. Like him a
saw the
lot.
way you all fought on the front lines. Please accept my sincere thanks for the bravery the Rangers showed.
No need for thanks, Miss Himiko. I ain't the leader of the pack. Didn't bring many along. Most of those who showed up for this fight have a personal score to settle with the destruction. That's why they fought like they had nothing to lose.
The Express crew owes you and Miss Rappa a special thanks for retrieving her and Don Hung after
Oh,
the
they
battle.
were there then.
With the scepter
doing
put out
that.
of commission, there was a lot of chaos across the Amphorous segmentum. Even with signal tracking, finding them was no simple task.
Just sort of floating out there in space.
Maybe her ninjutsu really is the real deal.
Speaking of which, where is Miss Rappa?
Probably hunting more monkeys.
Don't worry. She's gone to help the other Rangers. I'll pass on the Astral Express's message to her.
Stars silent as enigmas. Well, before we hop into currency wars, I know of this one little quest here. As I've written. Oh, man. I worry about what this is going to be about exactly. Is that Cyrene? Since the Iron Tomb battle ended, so this is where she's been hiding, but something seems different about her. What is this here, game? What are you about to do to me? God, you really did great with that line? Come on. Hi, miss me yet? Welcome to the story we wrote together. This page of eternity exists because of you. So this is our shared memories? I ain't gonna bother saying the lines. The young girl smiles faintly. She had foreseen that at this moment you would hesitate. Sire posed a question. A moment later, you too regained your senses. The herb before you was nothing more than an ink trace left from the past, able to only carry a message, but unable to exchange words. Sorry, this was the only way I could leave you a message. We've come such a long, long way together on the path of remembrance. Even though the Amphorous in my memories will forever continue its cycles, stealing the Iron Tomb in the past. But those who remember you, this story, and this eternal garden will always stay by your side, as a part of as I've written, continuing to trailblaze with the Astral Express. The girl paused for a moment, blinking her eyes. I want to believe we'll meet again. Even though it's hard to guess what you're thinking, friend. A heartfelt thank you would surely make the little flower in your heart bloom, right? So thank you, friend. Oh, that's right. If you have time, can you please visit me in the little village in the memory? Who knows, I might prepare a little pink present for you. There she goes. Cyrene. People here. I got that one chest over there that I never got to pick up earlier because my controller was bugging out, but let me go grab that first. Aw, mighty, they're all here. Even my little Dromas. My little Dromy. I really didn't know they'd all be here. I'm gonna get emotional all over again. I just healed yesterday. I can't go keep crying again like this.
Is that all?
What would you like to eat today? I'll be the chef. Pomegranate juice, grilled dooloo bird cutlets. I just can't forget that taste. Don't just stand there. What would you like to eat? I'm the same as your mother, Mighty Most. What? What's with you two? What's with you two? Blank isn't on the menu. Don't just say nothing. Am I about to witness some family drama here? Oh, it's you. You're Mighty Most's friend, right? So many people have been missing these days. Who knew he has so many friends? Why don't you stay and join us for dinner? Don't worry, we're not having any family drama. We just found out that a past Mighty Most suffered a great deal. There's no word for suffering in the Kremnon language. Kremnon's dictionary keeps getting thinner. The course of history can change in the blink of an eye. In the last life, after the battle with the Imperator on the plains of Dolos, both Giorgio and I acknowledged the missing mission of Flame Chase, finally freeing the glory of Kremnons and from the tears and blood of strife. The survival of Kremnons may not be worth more than the fate of the world. In my past life, I made too many mistakes, whether it was poisoning you or casting Mighty Most into the Sea of Souls. Alright, enough of the reminiscing. I managed to get some juicy stories from the Onyx Priest earlier. If you keep getting all nostalgic in the new world, I might just share them with the people. What memory are you referring to? You once said, Giorgio, I fell in love amidst the blood-soaked dust in the arena. Stay that tongue. I confess my fault. Now prithee, grant me clemency. A heartwarming interaction, huh? That's just how they are. Sorry I had to see that. Stay for dinner with us, and you share those stories of the starry skies. Would you like to eat? What are you three chatting about, huh? Welcome, Gray. But I need to attend to these two patients first, so you'll have to take care of yourself for a while. Don't tell me the injured person is... Trian, it was just an accident. Gray mister, you know the drill. If you see through something, keep it to yourself, got it? This should be a peaceful haven, free of illness, with no cleaners prying or black-tide creatures lurking. But some people just can't Just can't sit still and are always looking for something to do. Isn't that right, Trian, Syphe? What, Syphe? I was just taking the chance to test your medical skills. Don't get so full of yourself, girl. Mind your manners, little Syphe. Show some respect to the doctor. So what's bothering you all? Such a practical response. Looks like Gray is well versed in the examination routine too. Well, here's what happened. Trian wanted a rocket soar higher and farther, but the firepower was too strong. Trian lost control of her aim, and the rocket went whoosh as it fell, landing right on her head. Trian, make sure to dodge next time. And you, Syphe? A doctor needs a full story to make an accurate diagnosis. No, well, I was just sitting around, so I thought I'd tweak the hand as accurate on a whim. Turns out the little toy's aim was decent, but the firepower was lacking. Just when I was getting into it, it fizzled out midair. Little Syphe, did you hit your head too? Not exactly. It landed right in the middle of a group of elders. They were gossiping away when it happened, and it caused an uproar. They chased me halfway down the street, and I ended up stepping on my tail in the chaos. What if we combine the two? Combine the two? You mean, if we use the hand daggers to guide Big Sis Trian's rockets, then use Trian's rockets to give Big Hand some firepower. That way the rockets will fly faster and even more accurately. Let's give it a try right away. And thanks to you too, Cinny. Thanks, Grove Girl. Even the Dromos can't stop them. There's just no dealing with them. But great, Trian and Syphe look so full of energy. There's no need to worry. Really didn't expect to see them there. Let's continue down that quest. Where is it? There it is. Over here? Alright, what's over here? Was there anyone over here? Oh. Fine on. We'll talk to these two first. And my little Dromy. Who's a good boy or girl? I can't remember. What's up with you two? Professor Naxa, I'm ready. Now, with these hands, I can touch life itself. Please, teach me everything on how to interact with little Dromoses. Oh, casters can touch other people here? Oh, that's so nice. Good, let me teach you the first step to getting close to little Dromoses. Hold out your hand, then let them come to you over and sniff it, so they get used to your scent. Oh, Terravox, you're here too. Hello. Wait, where'd the little Dromus go? This one's way too huge. Friend, I remember you once hatched a baby Dromus. Could it be that the fantastic creature before us is what it was grown into? Hello, Professor Beast Emperor. Next time, please call me that only when my students aren't around. Oh, it's Lord Terravox, the legendary ancestor of the Dromoses. Terravox, the greatest creation of Georos, the unseen ruler of the earth through the ages. So is you. Its statue is truly magnificent, clad in golden armor. Its presence rivals that of Pollux. I wonder if the method of interacting with little Dromoses will still work on it. Professor Naxa, please teach me how the next step. Professor Naxa? No need for a second step. Quick, casters, get a close-up from the side profile. Full HD version. I'll take a front shot, and you contact the mountain dweller merchants right away. We need massive amounts of fresh red soil. He's way into it. What a lively bunch. Are you new companions I've never traveled with before? My appearance must have caught your eye. Oh, so Drones can speak. Wait, no, as the answer of all ancestors, it'd be strange if he couldn't speak. I've heard of a scholar on the Circes who's really into Dromoses, but I'm afraid my story might disappoint you. Oh? The gentle and honest nature of Dromoses. Not only did I once abandon them, but I also did something my old friend Jorcles called proclaimed betrayal, and I nearly brought eternal ruin upon the final flame chase. Ha! Good, very good. I've done all the things you mentioned too. Professor Naxa, he realized Jones is way too much. Well, as long as he's happy. Hey there, Finon. How are you living up here? Oh, Dad, Mom, everyone, I'm home. Finon, you've grown taller. It has been so long, you almost didn't recognize me, did you? Of course not. Mom recognized you at first glance. Still the same scatterbrained kid who just barrels ahead without thinking. Hieronymous, look, he's grown so strong. He was a bit all baby-faced when we first left home, but now he's even taller than you. That's a good thing, otherwise how can you live up to the title of Deliverer? Hey, Mom, Dad. Is our Deliverer blushing? Who'd have thought back then you were all about wanting to learn the swordsmanship as a Castrum Kremnos, and now look at you, you actually beaten Nikador. Having a talented kid like you work on the fields would be a real waste of my potential. Dad, I can't take all the credit for this. I couldn't have made it this far without the friends who walked this path with me. My teachers, my rivals, and my best companion. That's right, we're great partners. It's a long story, I'll tell you all about it slowly. This kid of mine has been quite a handful. Here, I made some honey sun cakes. Please, help yourself. Fanon, I know you've seen the world out there, but don't you dare look down on your mom's cooking. No way, I've been craving Adi's Elise food for ages. Not gonna cry. Not gonna cry again. I'm done crying. I'm done crying. Hello, Aglaya. Come on, these names. Sophronia? Repeat after me. Sun Spindle Flower. Sun Spindle Flower. No, it's flower. Flower. Do I still say flower? The word is pronounced as flower. Don't let the big sister lead you astray. You, friend, please allow me to introduce you. Futuni here was a blind servant in my household during my younger years. I learned a great deal from her, about beauty and many life experiences. Not at all. I often hear the young lady mention you. So you are the hero Miss Aglaya mentioned. I see you're quite the beauty indeed. So this is Sophronia. You might have seen her in Akama. She's the one who gave me this knucklebone talisman. In the new world you gave to Amphorous, Futini regained her sight, and Sophronia found her voice. However, they still need some time to adjust their respective gifts. I've been teaching Sophronia pronunciation. She's a very clever little girl. She's been practicing that line for you for quite a while now, as you can tell. I will teach Futuni how to read. Once you're done studying, let's all go have some oatmeal porridge at Master's place. Oh, speaking of oatmeal porridge, I remember when you got scolded by Tribby for a second, secretly snacking on food and drinks. Mr. Aglaya, does that thing happen often too? Everyone has their immature moments. That was ages ago, Futuni. People who care about the other tend to remember you very clearly what the other was like in their immature days. Guess that just leaves... Saridra and Hycelan to be around somewhere. Oh, the fairies. They're all here too. Anything you want me to remember? Golden apple. Where did I even get this? Solving the puzzle of Mint prophecy. Oh. Here, this hat. I borrowed it from a scarecrow in the field when I left. It was quite generous and didn't refuse me. I don't think it agreed either, did it? I'm handing over to you. You have my permission. Huh. Well, what do you know? Wasn't that nice? Alright. Who else is around? Can I talk to? Saridra, Hycelan, are they around playing chess somewhere, those girls? All the way up here. Man, this place is so gorgeous. Garden in the final page of As I've Written. Ah, there they are. What you two looking at over here, huh? The campaign is over, and our deeds accomplished. Set aside the worries weighing on your mind for now, and share a drink with me, Imperator. I brought a once-in-a-millennium vintage today. Missing you'll have to wait another 1,000 years. Dux Gladiarum, 1,000 years is but a mere blink of the eye for our grand campaign. I appreciate the thought, but please give me such a treasure to my ministers instead. I'm sure Dux Carnium will cherish this gift. I knew you'd try to weasel out of it, so I already celebrated with them before coming here. Oh, guess it's a tactical oversight on my part this time. But as king, I must bear the weight of every move on the board. Indulging myself in honey brew would only lead to total defeat, so I still can't drink it. You could try trusting your vassals more. Even if you take a short break, everyone in the Flame Chase army can still handle their duties just fine. There's no need to worry excessively. You both make fair points, but... well then, no need to force it. Seems like the fine vintage will just be enjoyed by just us alone, little Grey Fry. We're not gonna force upon you, after all. Ha, oh well, clarity of mind is important, but to spoil my dear stepsister's joys in the feast would be a greater loss still. Well then, here's to Amphorous tomorrow. Cut the astringent bite. Can our little Imperator not handle her liquor? Is that the problem here? Alright, what do we got here? You see, the nebula blooms with radiance, tracing the silhouette of a garden. A newborn world is about to sprout. The scene is in the ending of As I've Written, and the origin point of Amphorous in the real world. One day it will give birth to true life. The people in the memory will be born one by one, waiting for you tomorrow. The stars breathe silently. You're certain that the fruit of Amphorous has been planted. Well, what about its cause? Until that day comes, the journey continues. Endless possibilities unfold beneath your feet, and only the memory remains in yesterday. Perhaps there's still something I can do. You recall the promise of Trailblaze. The story of Flame Chase will echo across the stars. People will remember that Amphorous was a brilliant, magnificent world. You think you can let more people read As I've Written, preserving the memories of this world. If you do this, the causality will become more stable. You can't be certain, but you're willing to believe. What matters is that this is the promise, shared between you and many others. Perhaps it's time to fulfill my promise. Oh, is that what we're doing here? Letting everyone read the book? Share the story of As We've Written with all our friends and family. Oh, it's actually here, just sitting on our desk. So you're saying you want to mass print the text of As I've Written and publish it as a book? Not a bad idea. However, any publication of on the international network must go through the IPC's channels. I'm not sure how they'd feel about this. I'm sure one way or another they can be persuaded. Topaz, Venturine! We already discussed the details of the project, but with the Business Consolidation Department, the verdict is approved for execution. Thanks to our experience in Year 6, we were able to close the deal. Rather than focusing on short-term gains, establishing a model for preservation will be more beneficial for long-term development. Besides, safeguarding a new and growing civilization is precisely why the Strategic Investment Department was made to do. According to Dr. Ratio, establishing a constant understanding of Amphorous across the cosmos will aid in its future, to a certain degree. That's right, the International Peace Entertainment will handle the publication of As I've Written, and the FBC will cover all related expenses. As for liaisons with the various planets, we'll leave that to Nameless. We got a book deal! I see you've long been prepared. I expected of the throne of the worlds of Amphorous. Perhaps soon will be time for the young ones to take charge of the Express. Don't sound so world-weary, Welt. We got plenty of youth left. I don't know, Welt has been through a lot. He's probably like he's been through a lot already, Welt. Even though the FBC is helping out, knowing you definitely want to go and check out yourself, right? Go ahead then, and sow the seeds of civilization. Create a story that belongs to you. Gee, thanks, Mom. A story that belongs to everyone. Rest assured, I won't let you down. Keep going. It's an unwritten rule among the Nameless. Press forward and see it through to the end. Time of the essence. You had the bell bog.
It's still early.
Ah.
Where to now?
Bellabog, I haven't been here for so long. What was that achievement for, anyway? After bidding for Amphorous, returning Yellow Gorilla 6. I got one for returning the Penny Colony, too. I guess there's one for returning, probably for the low, returning the panic, the low food as well. Frost and Flame. We'll get there. Meet with Branya. Zila's here too. Hey, girlfriends. It's been a while. I heard you were coming, so I invited Zila as well. Kids at the orphanage are too scared to go outside now because of the destruction. Never mind that. What did you want to talk about? I wrote a book. More so, published a book. You recounted the story behind as I've written in the current... I heard the whole concept was shaken up by what you did. Pretty impressive how you managed to sort everything out. Thanks to Mrs. Topaz's anti-iron tomb vaccine and our timely shutdown of the engine of creation, Bog was able to avoid another crisis. Don't worry, the reconstruction plan hasn't been affected, but I must say, even a tiny ripple in the universe becomes a tsunami when it reaches the frontier planes. Same goes for Amphorous. As a similarly developing civilization, we're willing to contribute to its future. Goodwill is like a torch, it can only burn brighter when it's passed on. I'm not one for fancy words, but if you need help, I'll definitely be there. Alright, I've got something to ask you. Come with me later. Could it be... what's so secretive? Don't ask, just be there. I'm not playing around. Natasha. Aw, Hook. Honorary member, finally you're here. My legs are going numb. Hook, what's up with you? Did you catch a cold? I heard from Claire that she was using Diggertron to help with the mining, but the power was too much and she fell and broke her leg. Aw, Hook. She won't be able to take interstellar flights anymore. She wants to hear your fresh stories from beyond the sky, so she won't have any regrets. Hook. Something here does... what did Miss Dr. Natasha say? Just take it as the truth. Don't worry too much about the details. And remember, you'll help Hook out, right? Well, since you all say so. You would tell the stories as I've written, hence sentence by sentence, especially those thrilling adventures, parts naturally done in the voice of a bass sprite. Wowza, legends, galaxies, giant monsters, so cool! I know there's so many interesting things beyond the sky, but Julia and Nares wouldn't believe me. I'm gonna tell them right now. And she sprang from the bed with a whoosh and dashed away in a flash. Hook. Nice work, Doc. You're a real miracle worker. Perhaps your story was so fascinating that I cured her without any treatment. I admit, I was just playing around earlier. She's the one to see you. Children are all like that. All that fuss for nothing. Well, at least she's okay. I should get going. Keep an eye on Hook. Maybe she doesn't pull... make sure she doesn't pull any weird stunts. What's your take on Amphorous, Natasha? The children's energy seems endless. Ah, to be young. By the way, the book seems really interesting. Would you mind sharing a copy with me? Next time a child is being difficult, I can use it to comfort them. Feels like you're already treating them as a fairy tale. What's wrong with fairy tales? When it comes to a story contains defiance, courage, and love, exactly the qualities children should learn. Besides, writing fairy tales is quite challenging. You must believe in the existence of beautiful things to write about them. In my opinion, sometimes adults need fairy tales even more than children do. Well, since you said so. Thank you. Now, can you sign this for me? And add a little message, too. There's a word for this. Yes, book signing. Signing this practice for future book signings. A message, huh? What should I write? To everyone who dreams of being a hero. Well written indeed. This makes me a first owner of your exclusively signed copy. Don't go scalping it now, Natasha. I'll pass this book down through the generations. 500 years, 1,000 years. As long as children keep growing up and children's children have children, it'll never be forgotten. After all, some things must be remembered. Like that Supreme Guardian. Like all the acts of defiance that occurred among the stars. Dr. Natasha, I brought them. Where's the book? I can't remember all the details in it. Well then, shall I tell you the story again?
How many moons does Amphorous have?
Heard there used to be 6.
Aww.
That's more than we've got.
That's cute. The story says Amphorous has 6 moons. Guess they didn't need to turn on the lights at night, huh? But they had no sun, only something about like something called a dawn device mounted on the back of a giant, the tallest engine of creation. Anka, you're only getting half the story again. It's not the engine of creations, it's the Titan. Can you someone really carry the sun on their back? I'm not some gullible kid you can fool. I can testify, I carry the sun myself. Do you carry the dawn device? Yeah, right, and I could totally take on Uncle Sparog. But will Belba one day vanish from the universe like the Amphorous did, leaving behind nothing but except a book? If that happens, we'll never get to eat poppin' candies again, or listen to Natasha's stories. No more playing hide and seek or cheering for Big Brother Luca at the arena. Amphorous hasn't disappeared, and I won't let Belba win either. Yeah, the day ever comes, I'll stand tall like the heroes of Amphorous and protect everyone in Boulder Town. Then we can sign a trade, adornment with the Amphorous, just like they did with the CN show. You forgot the name again. It's the Mutual Benefit Trade Agreement. That's not the point. The point is that we need to go to hot springs in Akama, right Dromuses, and I want to raise a little Chimera. But can we really take an interstellar flight to Amphorous like Black Boss Hook? Before that, you need to grow up properly. No, I really want to grow up faster. That's so nice, really, just books everywhere for it. I never unlocked that. Now, back to the CN show. Also in that battle.
101010 is the way.
Sure thing, you take your binary elsewhere. So, Junior Sora, great changes are coming. Why not join the it's Yaoguang, huh? Why not join the Yukui as a Master Diviner? That way I could catch a breather too. General Yaoguang, you must be joking. If I stay in the Luofu, I'm sure to inherit the position of General. If I transfer to the Yukui, I'll be nothing more than a mere Master Diviner for life. How could I not see which path holds more promise? Junior Sorora's optimism is truly delightful. Looks like the optimistic general in Luofu is your specialty. Nope. Ah, well, perfect timing. I was just about to visit the Astral Rex. What's the matter? Have you heard a tale of Amphorous? Before obtaining this book, I only knew that golden blood was reaped in this battle, and thus it was deemed a great victory. I did not know that within the golden blood lay such a striving and tragic story. Shortly after the fall of Iron Tomb, the Alliance gathered all the generals to discuss their next course of action. The records of this book should provide them with additional support. What should we do? Rest assured, whether through opera, storytelling, or crosstalk, the Luofu never lacks a way to spread stories that capture people's hearts. Besides, the Alliance has been fighting battles everywhere in the recent years, and there have been plenty of tales about their valor and victories. The word hero already carries the weight of people's hearts. The faithful adaptation of Azarine within the Alliance is most definitely assured. But from what you said, if we want to be remembered throughout the cosmos, the Luofu alone may not be enough. This master requires a Skyfaring Commission assistance. Go talk to Yukong. I'll inform you of the full situation. Gonna see Yukong. Okay. Haven't seen her in a while. Hey, Yukong. How you doing? A full sky is sealed within a pantheon, an exploration of challenging taboos, one after another. Sounds like some kind of battle. I can make you promise that the Skyfaring Commission will provide its full support for matters relating to as I've written. From now on, the connections between the Ciential ships will go even closer, and I'll have merchant vessels export as I've written to our allied fleets. With convenience of the Whistling Flames Guild, this matter should be handled quite smoothly. Though the Luofu emerged victorious in the Battle of Iron Tomb, we did not escape unscathed. Your safe return is truly a blessing. It's all thanks to your companions. Back when I was a pilot, I used to go on adventures everywhere with my companions in the Starskiff. Even though we always managed to get out of sticky situations, we never got a stern talking to when we returned. Those were reckless days of my youth. If I had to choose again, I'd probably walk the same path, same as your account of the Trailblades in your book. I'd like to ask for you a personal question. What do you think about the story of Amphorous? An unforgettable journey, for sure. And what an unforgettable journey it is. I can tell you'll cherish this memory for a long time. Memory is quite a peculiar thing. Sometimes I even think it's a prank by the garden. Where the Foxy and the Celestials of Ridiara, they all press lifespans beyond them. For us, history feels like it's happened yesterday, perhaps because the memories of war remain vivid that the Alliance stays vigilant. Legion is growing relentless, and a fierce battle seems inevitable. We cannot and dare not let our guard down. Look at me, what am I saying? But be it eons or the war, these topics are too grand. We shouldn't let these consume too much of our thoughts. Regarding as I've written, I'll do my utmost, and won't let these heroic be buried by the stars.
Who do you think is stronger, Lord Finan or General Jing Yuan?
Ha!
Why don't you go ask the general?
You wish the general was as strong as Finan. No fuss as general, of course. That day he left in disgrace, bearing thorns and apology. Today he returns bathed in blood, triumphant. Kremnos, his homeland, lay all in ruin, split asunder by blazing fire that forged adamant. Yet today, when we shall not speak of the psychopomp of Idonia, but of Mightymost, the backlit spear warden, and bears a by name Mighty. The name Mighty that signifies a foe that no multitude can withstand, as well as a foe whom none among 10,000 could overcome. Alright. The wind tore through the banners, and rain beat down upon the remnants of the army. Across the plains rose the cries of sorrow, yet only the roar of the lion was heard. And you asked what manner of man was this Mighty? He was the crown prince of Kremnos, cast off by his father, drifting for years under the sea of souls, where he forged his indestructible body. Summoned by the thousand-faced matriarch, he threw himself into the great cause of flame chase. Thereafter, he hoed back down that black tide, passed the trial, drank the crimson brew of blood, drove back the calamitous star of misfortune. He settled old grievances, guarded the holy city, reclaimed his sunken homeland, and ascended the agate throne. Now this is epic, like a battle-hardened lion on the throne. Kremnos' mighty name shall echo through the ages. Though countless cycles of upheaval, as I've written, reveals the truth of Amphorous. Want to know more about what happens next? Stay tuned for the next chapter. Everyone's sharing the story. That's a little document on Yukong's desk. I want to grab that real quick. Visit the Monument of the Three Nameless. We're going back to Penacony there, and then... Excuse me, just gonna snatch that. Don't mind me. Dreamflux Reef.
It's still early. Where to now?
Penacony. We'll be back soon for the Dahlia and whatever story she has to tell. But it's nice to make a little stop here beforehand. Mika. Mikhail always welcomes visitors. For those who lose their way, he never fails to point them in the right direction. But there's no confusion in your expression. I'm guessing you're not here for answers. I'm here to tell a story. That's right. Together with another author, I wrote a book called About the Trailblaze Journey. This time, I'm here to tell that story. I want to share the experience with those who came before. Alright. Let's tell them what kind of story this really is. Yeah, so much happening in Amphorous. How can I sum it all up in just a few words? This story, I'm afraid, is going to take a while. Let's start with the world of Amphorous. A world where heroes rise. It was a world on the brink of extinction, yet teeming with heroes. In the flame chase journey, the Chrysos heirs marched on one after another, while mortal stood united. This is the ode celebrating humanity, a hero's journey. Now for the meaning of the journey. My precious kindred spirits. As a member of the Flame Chase, you joined Amphorous' grand journey. You encountered heroes, forged bonds, and achieved greatness together. As a traveler, your footprint had already reached far and wide. Such is the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, build, and connect. But there's always the next stop on the journey. When the whistle of departure sounds, the quest will leave, carrying all the memories with it. But the stars will remember the name of every epic. Looks like this Trailblaze... A story I'll never forget. I made up my mind. Let me start from the beginning. You spent countless moments in this dream within a dream. As the story ended, a certain emotion in your heart grew heavy, stronger, like a burning ember. News don't travel fast in dreams. Every plot twist in the story caught me off guard completely. Thanks. I guess that's all that needs to be said. I think Mikhail would be proud of you all. Robin! The journey against its destruction and the story behind it. It should be known by more people. I know a few publishers who can make the dream bubbles based on the sample books and put them in the market on the Penacony. However, as you know, Penacony is a realm wrapped in syrup. I worry that epic tales of heroes might be too heavy for those living in dreams. All we can do is put it on the shelf. Whether it survives the competition, there are too many uncertainties. But I think you should just follow what your heart tells you. People can only tell stories that they truly believe in. Once you've made up your mind, go see Dr. Edward. I'll convince Mr. Odie to help out. See you later. See you later, Robin. Penacony dreams must conform to reality, and as I've written is no exception. What will you choose? Like for you in this dreamscape where furniture can talk, why not hear what they have to say? Furniture, huh? What about you, flower? A vase with flowers in it. What's wiggling? What's that sound? A vase with flowers in it. Looks quite expensive. As you approach, a languid voice echoes from within. Dear Captain, do you remember me? I'm watching you for quite a while. Tell me your story and I'll tell you about Nishart. As long as you immerse yourself in your own world, you won't get hurt. The base is immersed in its own world, completely silent. What about you, telephone? Finch's dial phone stares at you, occasionally rolling its eyeballs like an owl. Captain, did you know that I haven't always been a dial phone? I used to be an owl, but now I'm not an owl anymore. I'm a dial phone. Want to take a guess as to why? If you know, you know, and if you don't, you wait. If you don't, well, no matter, explaining will help. Rules need to get out of Penacony. Control system? You approach the control console, and the 4 console levers will go excitedly back and forth as if waving at you. Captain, look at me. I'm on the control stick, and I'm an expert at controlling parts. Trust me, just tweak the ending a tiny bit and make it less perfect, and people will absolutely go crazy for it. Control stick still shakes, making loud creaking noises. Well, that was not helpful at all. You take the furniture's advice to heart, which provides practically zero guidance. Looks like it's up to you to make the decision, the final verdict. After all, you're the one who lives through the story. Should I make some changes? As you know, nothing is taken seriously in Penacony. Even hero tales of blood and tears are just casual gossip over dinner. You remember Clocky, Brother Hanu, Mr. Note? They are all living legends once. If as I've written gets passed down the same mocking way, is it really what you want? I believe in Amphorous. Yes, the answer was crystal clear from the start. The story of the three nameless is the best proof of that, isn't it? Hell yeah, we're not gonna kitty-fy the Amphorous tale. Love, friendship, rage, regret. Such a tiny dream bow contains such complex emotions, like pouring a whole bottle of vodka into a dolium. Thank you for providing the memories. Here's my verdict. It's bound to be a huge hit. Even if the results aren't what we expected, I can still have the heroes tap dance in the vortex of Genesis. That'll be just as big of a success. Just kidding. Rest assured, I'm a professional drink bubble collector. I know what can and can't be successful. And so, as I've written, was published in Penacony. Some guess the alfalfa was behind it, and they weren't wrong, which is a big favor. Which was such a big favor, ready for the taking. Why not use it? Let the young folks keep stirring things up. Who knows? Maybe they'll actually change the universe one day. Finally, we're going to see Asta. Way back on the space station.
It's still early.
Yesterday and tomorrow. Where it all truly began. Hey, Asta. Right, let's send the damage reports to the Pure Point and have the IPC foot the bill. Oh, if it isn't you. Perfect timing. I got good news and bad news. What would you like to hear first? Bad news? No, that's what... Now that I think about it, starting with the bad news might be a bit too abrupt. Let me give you some good news first. Remember that star knot I gave you? Good news is that I got one from a space pirate. But his fleet was dispatched to fight against the Iron Tomb, and that star knot was destroyed. I reposted my purchase order, but it'll be tough to find another seller anytime soon for a ship of that size. Actually, I'm here for Iron Tomb, relating to Iron Tomb as well. You recounted the story behind as I've written, and the current state of Amphorous. I have to say that this idea is way more interesting than the research projects. It's a shame that you don't need funding, or I'd definitely invest a few 100 million credits. I keep thinking that Oz is just rich. I forget that she's so rich. I took a elective called History of Frontier Planets, but back in my student days, Professor warned us on the first day not to take everything at face value. Many words add exaggerated elements to their local hero legends, claiming their ancestors' bloodlines are inherited from some eon, and actually having an extraordinary origin story became quite the trend. But isn't that how stories work? When enough people believe in them, they gradually become reality. I'll get As I've Written added to Space's required reading list. Researchers may not be interested in mythology, but once they hear Madame Herta's project, they'll get as excited and as peppy seeing a spacesuit. Speaking of which, where is Herta? Madame Herta has overexerted herself. She needs some time to recover. Who said that? Oh, little Herta. A mere Lord Ravager isn't enough to make me overexert myself. I just wasn't online, that's all. The IPC keeps pestering me about forming some alliance. I got tired of their nagging, so I just turned off my auto-answering mode. Alright, you. I got some good news. After Iron Team fell, the sector was ruined, but Screwy and I managed to solve a majority of the data. They're crucial for They are crucial for the newborn Amphorous. Well, let's call that for now. If things go smoothly, the world's evolution can skip its inorganic life phase and take a big step forward. Besides the last extrapolation record, the one where you acted as a wheel-bearing titan is crucial. The Trailblazer will place a destruction and purify this world. Screwy will sign a special agreement. Screwy has signed a special agreement with the IPC. They will closely monitor the state of Amphorous for a while. Do you know what happened to Cyrene? As to the heart of the Separate, she too filled the cosmos in an instant when the Iron Tomb was swept across all existence. She became the memories of the stars. The surging imaginary energy enabled her to create a miracle. With herself as a cradle, she closed the cycle of causality in Amphorous, making a world emerge from the memory zone. Of course, I know you just want to hear the outcome. Let me put it this way. She's just sleeping. Maybe she'll open her eyes again as Pink Memo Sprite and once again embark on a journey to meet you. But that has already happened in the past. In her subjective time, everything has become eternal. She was smiling when she left you, so don't be sad. She'll tell you the same as you were here. And how long till a new Amphorous is born? I can't make any promises. That planet will gradually become how you remember it to be, but no one can tell when that be. It might take 1,000 amber eras, or it might take a year or two. The only thing for certain is that what you're doing will surely hasten its growth. My advice is continue the journey. Be prepared for the worst, but keep hope in your heart. You know that if there's one thing in the world of Amphorous, it isn't short of its miracles. So what is the prime mover of life, in your opinion? Screwy and I reached a consensus on that. Regrettably, the answer given by the sector is indeed destruction. You can find a more detailed discussion in the database. But that's not Amphorous' answer, and I don't imagine it's yours either. I have my own insights on this, which I've written in the annotations. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, you can make it your own research topic. Yeah, I guess that's all the questions I have. I'll disconnect for now. Got lots of stuff to deal with. Herta signing off. Madame Herta has actually been thinking about Amphorous all this time. Last time she couldn't stop talking about something was when we contained Stellaron. Leave as I've written to us, and I'll contact you again when we have news. Alright. Back to Express then. We're back. At last, your journey of sewing has reached its end, and you return to the Astral Express. Looking back, the Amphorous you spoke of has taken root deep across the universe, quietly awaiting the day it will sprout. Perhaps this is the final stop of Genesis. What are you spacing out for? Oh, it's you guys. Did you guys finish your missions too? Of course. After all, we three trailblazed through and forced together. I ran my heart out for this. I received a message from March when I was leaving Thalassa, so I came back with her. She ran into some trouble on Calsus. Don't get me started. I'm really shy at this. And then that synthesis speaking had to break down. Thank goodness Don Hon can speak the Clayese language. Also, I discovered a new species resembling a chimeras on Spindle Third. There are no prior records of it. Does that mean they could be plants completely filled with dromuses? Let's wait for Himiko and Mr. Walt to come back before we take a full debrief. You should rest up now. You look tired. Yeah, see you in a bit then. The world has never been so quiet, as though you could hear the sound of heartbeats. This is final stroke at the right Amphorous. Only fate knows when it will respond. But you know, whether it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, whether it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, they're all on the path of the Trailblaze. Now it's parallel lines, but it's points destined to converge.
Stay strong. Eyes forward. Always.
Cyrene.
See you tomorrow, Amphorous.
See you tomorrow, Amphorous. That was a great little side mission. Nice little epilogue for Amphorous. Hello, Lady Bonajade. We meet again, you. I've been waiting for you for quite a while. Yeah, that quest took quite a bit while, so sorry for the wait. So what are you doing here? I'm here to discuss a lucrative partnership, naturally. Let's get to the chase. I brought you a new business opportunity, a special pawn deal. Only this time, you're the one providing the funds, and as collateral, I am willing to offer you generous returns in the name of the IPC's Strategic Investment Department. Finally, time for the capitalists to come begging to me. High net worth individuals like you have always been the ideal partners every inspector eagerly pursues. While the IPC does have a vast influence across the universe, we're dealing with a boundless cosmic market. There'll always be hidden corners that even the invisible hand of capital cannot control. As a nameless, you landed on several perilous planets and successfully resolved major crises there, which is why the IPC thinks you're a perfect candidate. Of course, I'm quite interested in you personally. Your performance in Pinnacle left quite an impression on me. Whoops. I don't need to think about it. Of course, hate decisions are a cardinal sin in business. This isn't the place to talk shop. Let's adjourn someplace else.
Anything I can do for you?
No, sir, I'm good. Hey, Topaz. Hey, Venturine. We're here. This place looks rather familiar to you, right? Hey, Venturine, what are you thinking? What were you thinking last time? Did you even run the numbers? Come on, didn't we end up making a profit anyway? As long as it's a net profit, it's all good. I doubt you'll get this lucky every time. Venturine, little Yelena. The post-mortem can wait. Our guest has arrived. Well, visit my old friend. Long time no see. Are you having a team-building session at a Do-Light? We're just temporarily leasing the Oak family's assets for our interim office. The facilities here are well-equipped, and the location is convenient and it's perfect for our needs. Besides, that friend who lived here won't be back anytime soon. Why not seize the chance to get a taste of his lifestyle? Now that everyone's here, let's cut to the chase and talk about our collaboration. We're developing the project, Currency Wars here. And I'm the project lead, and both Topaz and Venturina are project members. I'm not ready for another war again. Don't worry, I mean business warfare. And it's just a business simulator anyway. When I say war, I mean corporate warfare across the universe. As you know, the cancer of all worlds has swept through the many planets, creating a lot of bad debt for the FPC, and it's quite a headache to clean up. Our opponents include local monopolistic tycoons, disciples of the abundance, and the Anti-Matter Legion, and none of them are to be taken lightly. They not only seize IPC assets, but they also even use the force to drive out IPC workers. In the past, due to lack of experience and intelligence, every operation in the Strategic Investment Department required massive investments in resources and manpower. The currency war system can simulate various scenarios, helping us prepare for different situations in advance. In essence, it's a massive big debt settlement simulator. In simple terms, it's a cooperative corporate warfare simulator. It's super fun and you'll definitely love it. You could say that. So, would you want to take part in this project? We'll listen to Mark. Let's work together well. Great, smart choice. Let's cut the chase and jump right into the beginner's test. See that machine powering up? That's a good control concept of the currency wars. Don't worry, we'll start with the lowest difficulty level. Not only will we guide you through the system step by step, we'll also provide special assistance along the way. 3 of the 10 Stonehearts are engaged in a heated discussion. Sticky price modules, vector auto-regressive models, adverse selection, real options, endogenous variables, exogenous variables, liquidity, trap. You hear many keywords, but no, you don't understand a single one. Alright then, let's do it.
Until everything burns to ashes!
There's our girl.
Stand still.
Target sighted, all you.
Fight to live!
Relax.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah, Firefly. Can we do that again? I want to see that in slow-mo. I said slow-mo, which is normal speed.
Fail to send you.
Ouch.
This is more than a battle. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Here we go. Blast off, Firefly. Supernova overload. Haha.
For a buzz.
Love it.
Good time. Time to say bye. Boom.
That's so cool.
Stand still. Not bad.
Fail to send you.
Have some sunshine!
Warm current.
Dispel the gloom! Stir the skies!
Like a warm current. My thanks.
Be intoxicated!
Relax.
In the abyss's revels, your cries rise!
Fail to send you.
Da 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 da.
In lunar flame. Good times. Time to say bye.
Oh, nothing bad, squad.
Boom. Stand still.
Firefly sets the seas aflame! Time for a buzz.
Down he goes. This is a pretty fun game mode. I like it. Triple S raking. I'll definitely be having more fun with this plenty in the future. Holyverse really loves their auto chess builder games, you know. They've added a game mode like this in just about every game they have. Maybe it's all just to make us like Honkai Nexus more. Currently, I do not like. I'm still very neutral towards auto chess, but this is at least a lot better in that it's still active combat. You just you just build it like an auto chess type of game, which I'm very happy about. I definitely prefer this over just the auto combat that I have real no input over. Increase attack. One random piece of equipment after clearing the boss mode. And it's really nice to have something else that I can do to get a little extra jade going. Gambit mode. Fast pay, most requires less time to play, can be used to complete bi-weekly point missions, but cannot increase your rank afterward. Well, I'm sure that I'll have fun with that in the future too. Ah, wait. One more ascension. There we go. But yeah, I think for now I'm gonna wrap up here for today.